Thank you for coming out and paying respects to my long-loved sister, Kayla. Kayla was loved by many people. I wish my whole family could be here, but I'm the only survivor. I remember her last words were, "Don't give up." I'm gonna fight for Kayla, whether that means putting others in danger or putting myself in danger. She was the only person I could trust in life. I can't trust anybody. She was my heaven. And now I know she's up in the clouds.
Hey guys, it's time for strength training. Okay, Macy, stay here.
Are you sure? Because I think I need the training.
She should go. I'm not risking it. Macy, you stay here. Watch the camp. Come on, guys. It looks like the rain's coming to a stop. Come on, guys. Seriously. Fawn, we have some laggers in the back. Ugh. Are you sure we should be out at this time? It's raining and it's wet and there could be zombies everywhere. Here would be the perfect place to set up. Grab your weapons. Scarlet, you brought your bow and arrow. I only have 2 knives in my bag. I actually didn't. I ran out of arrows yesterday. Scarlet, if you ran out, why didn't you tell anyone? We have to go back. What's the point of going back, guys? I have 2 extra weapons. Zayden, you take the machete. Scarlet, you take the spare knife. I'll use the baseball bat. Scarlet, Zayden, do not leave my sight. I don't want our miners to die. Blair, you've had enough experience. You can go on your own. We'll hide behind that big dirt hill. It's safe enough there. By the end of the day, if one of us goes missing, we all meet back at the camp. Got it? Yeah. Well, while you teach these miners how to hunt, I'm gonna go find us dinner. Alright, let's go set up. Okay. You listen to every rule I tell you. Do you follow it exactly how I say? No different. Rule number 1, stay hidden. If a herd of zombies sees us and we're not hidden, we're done. Gone. Through. But if we're hidden, we can easily sneak up to them and they wouldn't see us coming. Rule number 2, watch your back. Zombies have a way of stepping that's different than human beings. They step so quietly that it's almost distinct and can be described as silent as a chipmunk or a squirrel. Always have someone on the lookout behind you. You never know who's gonna get struck. Rule number 3, always carry a spare. Like last week when I dropped my weapon, if I didn't have my other knife, I'd be a goner. Rule number 4, keep all eyes on the dark. Zombies have a way of distinctly blending into everything. It almost looks like they're invisible, but you know they're there. Follow all these rules. If you don't, you'll be as gone as the dead. Nothing has happened all day. Like, where are the dead? And sometimes, when the weather's kind of bad, they all find one area to feed. Usually a village. How do we not so far away from here? There has to be someone else in town. Guys, where? It's all the way back there. I don't know what kind of zombie that is. Any of you guys want to take it? I think you should take this one, Zayden. Okay. Be careful. Is that idiot? Just my game look. Ugh, not today. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I could have handled that myself. I saw the whole thing. You hesitated. You're scared to kill the dead. You're scared because you know it might be you one day. I'm not scared. I just didn't know if it was dead or not. Whatever, kid. Maybe one day you'll stop being a pussy once in a while and actually fight. Use everyone we got. Zayden, are you okay? I saw what happened. I'm fine. Stop worrying about me. Zayden? Macy, what'd you do?
I was just trying to do something.
Come on, let's go! My home, it's gone. I lost my house 2 times. Now it's 3. Maybe we should talk about it, guys. About what happened. Clear answer is no. Maybe if you talk about it, things will get better. Something that meant to be unsaid. Like that. Hey, listen, kid. I'm done hearing all this idiotic talk about how you messed up and how you could have taken it. Take it like a man. I know I put the entire group in danger, but nothing can supplant to the feeling I feel right now. It could have been any of us. Now chill for 5 seconds. Well, maybe we should skip thinking right now. Maybe we should just talk. I'm usually on board with strategy, but I think Macy's right. I don't really know anything about any of you, but what's to talk about? Our life before any of this? Anyone want to start? I'll go. I guess I had the most messed up story out of any of you. I'm an orphan. Unlike any of you guys, I never actually knew my parents. I almost have a perfect memory of what happened. I was playing outside my house when this car drove up. A man came out of the car. He grabbed me. When I was 8 years old, I went crazy. A little voice inside me told me to run. But I wanted to kill. I grabbed the knife that my kidnapper used to hurt me. I ran after him. He was downstairs in the kitchen. He could have killed me. He stabbed my arm. I still have the scars. I managed to make it alive. I sliced his throat. I ran into the woods, stayed there, killed people. I was there even when the outbreak started. Lived in the trees for over 6 years. Once a man found me, he thought I was just a little poor innocent girl. I wanted to trust him. Oh, but I couldn't. I took a rake. It was just lying in the forest. And I slammed it into his head.
My parents died too. Like you guys, the outbreak started when I was only 3 years old. But my parents weren't around when I knew about it. My mother died when I was only an infant. She had cancer. My father tried to protect me. It was only till when I was 5 years old that he left. He took the will to run on his own. Left me with my older sister. It was fine for a while. We lived in motels, went back and forth to abandoned houses. It was okay. Somehow I managed to come to this little town. Actually, we were right outside the gates when a herd hit. My sister and I called them biters. It was like my worst nightmare came true. I thought I was stronger. Turns out I'm just another little girl.
Maybe your father's still out there.
He probably didn't even make it 5 miles.
I know how you feel, though. I want to believe that my parents are still out there. I highly doubt it. It's been, I don't know, a little over 14 years since I ever saw them. I don't even want to talk about my story. My life is literally a living nightmare. I got lost when I was a little boy. When I was 9 years old, a year after the apocalypse started, during the panic. Somehow our town was able to sell our houses to other people. My parents sold our house. I just woke up one day. I saw my mother tied to a pole outside. She was screaming her head off. I saw my father with his arm stuck into the window. A man named Felix Steelbit Blood Martinez. He bought my parents' house. He also bought their lives. He took a knife right in front of me as I walked out the door. He cut my mother's throat right down the center. She was bleeding everywhere. Someone tried to save her, but it was too late. He grabbed a gun out of his pocket, walked towards the house. He shot my father. I was hoping that there'd be an ambulance or something there. Hope is just another word for fantasy. He threw me into his car. An old Jeep, screaming, crying. I was shocked. It felt like we were driving for hours. I came to a pit. He threw me out of the car. He pushed me into a small little hole. This hole was small, but there were over 14 children in them. He forced us to eat animal flesh. Once a week, he would grab all of us. He would grab twice as many zombies, tie them to chains, force us to fight them in a pit called the Ruin. He had a bunch of other ruiners there, people betting on who would win. I was too young, but somehow I survived. Over 3 years. The biggest fight was coming up. I couldn't take it. I started cutting my wrist. It wasn't until Fawn and Scarlet came to save me. They killed Felix. I'm so sorry, Zayden. I'm sorry too. Guys, is anyone awake? I really have to use the bathroom. Fawn. Fawn. I'm going to the outhouse. Be careful. I will. I hope no one's in there.